Rise and shine, it's Cleese time. Today we're making fried pork belly with keto gravy. I got some bacon going now. Stick around. Last winter, I lost 25 pounds on the keto carnivore kind of diet, and I went backwards 10 pounds. So right now, what I'm going to do is I went back on keto. So then this week, of course, I'm going to make something. I'm going to cut up this pork belly. I have some pork belly. I'm going to use this to make a gravy. I'm going to cook it in bacon grease, and I'm going to have some bacon gravy on top of fried pork belly. So what you want to do is I got a strip of pork belly here, and just get you a knife. Maybe not that one. Get you a knife like this. What we're going to do is we're going to cut this pork belly into little strips. We want all that, see the fat side on here? We want to keep all that fat. We're going to cook that all nice and up, but what you want is little thin slices like this, so 1 inch. I'll be back in a minute once I have all this cut up. We just want nice little 1 inch pieces like this, and be back in just a second. Now the bacon's cooked up. I'm going to take the bacon off. Burned a little bit there, but all the bacon's going into the gravy here in a minute. And keep this pan on low. We want this to be scalding hot, and you'll see here in a minute. And what I'm going to do is all that bacon grease, we go ahead and take that out of here. I'm going to pour it in my little skillet there. I'm going to turn this guy up, and this is what's going to be my gravy. I'm going to get this guy going. I'm going to burn down this bacon grease, get it kind of warm. While that's warming up, we got that. Let's see, I got all my pork belly cut up. I'm going to basically just kind of slice the sour cream here. Or not sour cream, sorry. Cream cheese. Now that's nice and heating up. I'm going to take my chicken stock. I'm going to put it in there. Make sure this gets on high. And let this heat up for a minute. And then as this gets to boiling with the bacon grease and the chicken stock, we're going to put some gelatin in it. Give me just a second here. Now that we got the chicken stock and bacon grease boiling, what we're going to do is to make sure we're going to just put in half a teaspoon of gelatin. I only have 1/4 of a teaspoon, so sometimes you got to make do with what you got. Turn that guy down. And then see, once you put in the heavy cream and the cream cheese, and then now we're going to crank the heat up here. We want this skillet to be scalding hot. Take out the cream cheese. Put that in there. Get a little spoon. In there, kind of mash everything up. It'll kind of melt with the heat. We got that gravy going. I'm gonna break up all the bacon that we cooked. I cooked 3 strips of bacon. And you'll see that this keto gravy, it's just about as good as, also I'm going to put just a dash of sage in there. And you always got to put lots of pepper in your gravy. That's what gravy magic comes from, is the pepper. But yeah, once we get all the bacon tore up there, you can see that, I don't know if you can see on camera, this skillet's starting to kind of smoke a little bit. Finish breaking those guys up in there. Now what we're going to do, because this has to cook for a little bit anyway to kind of melt everything down and kind of turn it into keto bacon magic. While that's doing that, maybe I should have even cut the cream cheese down into smaller pieces. We'll let that go. Let this go. Now we're going to take all those little pork belly, if you're not familiar with it. Pork belly basically is bacon. So what we're going to do is we're going to fry up all these pork belly pieces. Oh, you can hear them sizzling there. That sizzle is what it's all about. Go ahead and cook those up. Have some gravy, some fried pork belly, and I'll bring you right back after it cooks for a little bit. I've given this about 10 minutes because when I cook up my pork belly, I like to give it a good char, just like bacon. I think if it's undercooked, it's a little rubbery. And then with the keto gravy here, to really thicken up the trick here, to thicken it up, is just take some cheese, whatever kind of cheese you have on hand or you want to use. And I don't usually measure this. I just put in cheese and then stir it up until I get kind of the consistency I want. I think in recipes I've seen it maybe about half a cup to a cup of cheese. I just kind of mix that in. Like I want that a little bit thicker. Putting in another clump of cheese, and then just kind of, that's starting to look good. It's starting to look like some bacon gravy to go on top of fried pork belly. So go ahead and I'm going to get it plated. We'll get over there and we'll do a taste test. Here we have some charred up pork belly. Let's see, I'm going to move my glass. I have no sugar or any sweetener in my tea. And I'm going to pour some of this over the pork belly there. So I got pork belly and pork gravy. Maybe I could have made that a little bit thicker, but it still pours very nice. Now it's so good. The pork belly is crunchy, chewy. It's like a nice thick cut of bacon. I'm going to eat this. See the recipe in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.